has an opportunity to do something no one in AEW has done.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. Turn snack time into fun time. The great mouth-watering flavors in one convenient pack. Great taste and hard to resist. All natural flavored, mouth-watering, new great taste roll. The new champion of curable flavors. Eat.
Yeah, man. Take my glory when me creating myself. And the Jesus.
May you mash up this food, you know.
He kicked out from the Hogan leg drop. That has Hollywood stunned.
Yes! Yes, Malone can use the diamond cutter. And look at Goldberg. He's ready.
He's poised.
Okay, there's part one. Now finish him off. Finish him off.
He's calling for it.
This is it. This is it. Your career's on the line here. Do it. Do it. This place will erupt when he picks him up.
He's got him up. Oh, hell yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Thank you. We've got a new heavyweight champion.
On the ladder, kid! Make yourself famous! I just had an out-of-body experience! What did we just see? What did we just see?
He got him in a power slam. He got him in a power slam. He got it. Simmons got it. Simmons has won the match. Simmons is a champion.
I've always maintained that reality is for people who can't face drugs.
Shit is about to get real.
You get sick of me. Knee. Shit.
Look at the stare of the champion against the challenger.
What?
And now, Straight Talk Society presents Wrestling with Reality.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's going to be the biggest battleground in the history of our sport. The biggest match in pro wrestling history.
The two biggest superstars in our sport in the biggest event the sport has ever seen. The biggest match in the history of our sport.
Trying to run a little scalded dog here. Enough is enough. That's enough. No! Oh, God, that's enough! Stop it! Man, listen. It's tougher than a $2 steak. Who is your daddy? Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Slam! Toe slam! Who's your daddy, Undertaker? Lucifer's lips are the biggest size in the WWR! Somebody stop this! Somebody stop the damn man! Enough's enough!
What? The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
It's got it real. Woo!
WWE Dynamite.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time. Let's rock.
I can't do it. We'll do it live.
So to escape from reality?
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I am reality.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Oh, it's live, pal.
Let the slaughter begin!
It is now time for
With reality.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Junior, look at this.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Number one, to be the man, baby! You have to beat the man!
champion of the world. The time is now. Reality has become the present, and the final lesson of the pain game has begun.
Have you ever heard a chop like that in your life?
You are gonna wrestle my ass for the world title. You will have to kill me to keep me from killing you. Woo!
The 90s have been referred to as the reckoning with truth. In the 80s, everything was clouded. Nobody ever told the truth. In the 90s, the way to go is flat out. Tell no lies. That's the way we're gonna do it. When you hear something from our lips, truth it may be, and as much as it may hurt, you can count on it being exactly the way that it is.
We want the gold, sucker! Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga!
Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I am back with another episode of Wrestling with Reality. But I'm not alone. Y'all know I got producer extraordinaire Venkat in the building. What's going on, Venkat?
What's going on, Trevor?
Uh-oh, you sound like you're underwater.
Hello? Hello?
Venkat, your mic sounds like you're underwater.
Oh my God, I'm back.
All right, while Venkat gets that taken care of, what's up, Straight Talk Society? We are back with another episode of Wrestling with Reality, and we do have a packed show for you tonight. Tonight's show is going to be heavy on the news, and when we started, there's a guy that I listen to that does wrestling review shows. I'll say his name, Solomonster. I've been watching him, I want to say, since like 2013, and I love the way he does his wrestling show. He literally just runs down all the companies and the more important things that happen from each company. And tonight's show is kind of going to be like that. It's going to be there was a tremendous amount of good wrestling this week. So we are going to get into it. We are going to cover that. Just waiting for Venkat to get back and waiting for MD to join us. So hopefully everybody had a chance to check out Tape Fist Politics last night. Hey, listen, man, they discussed the Israel and Hamas situation, man. So those brothers broke that show down really good. There was a troll that did try to infiltrate the show. It's all good though. I expect them to be hot and heavy over here, so we'll handle them accordingly. So, and just to address the trolls, here's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is this, and I keep telling you guys this. Let me make sure and look right into the camera. Make sure and look right into the camera so you guys can see what you want to see. Y'all guys want to see my fantastic face. Here's the problem. You guys need me. I don't need you at all. Truth of the matter is I never needed you. I tried to build just because of the type of dude that I am. But the Straight Talk Society is going to grow with or without the trolls. And you always notice what's funny is they always find a way to somehow get over here. Whereas with me, I never look at their channel. Because I don't care. I mean, like, nothing they talk about is worth me watching. So I am their content. So whenever I say things, they'll grab screen grabs. They'll take pictures of my face and put things on it. I mean, because that's what they do. I mean, you would think for grown men that allegedly, hey, Venkat, let me hear you, Mike.
Can you hear me now, Trevor?
All right, yeah, you good. You would think for grown men that actually allegedly have jobs and wives and stuff like that, they would have better stuff to do with their time than to worry about an insignificant YouTuber in their own space. But apparently they don't. So it's all good. Y'all just make sure y'all keep getting the fantastic photos of me. The photo that y'all took and made the little Photoshop of. That was one of my favorite pictures, man. So thank you for using that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get more subscribers from that. Y'all don't understand what you're doing. You put my face out there like that, thinking you're doing harm, but the ladies see it and they be like, "Oh crap, let me go subscribe to his channel." That's what you guys don't understand. You guys really don't understand what goes on here. What y'all really don't understand what you're doing. The more you talk about me, you're bringing more people over here. Notice I don't even have to say your name because you're insignificant. You mean nothing. You're a blimp on the radar. You're a blimp on the radar. You have less than 200 subscribers. So I don't even know why I'm acknowledging you guys. Most of you guys have 5 and 6 subscribers and you make videos all day. Like that's the insanity of it. So you realize no one wants to hear what you're talking about. So that's how that goes. So let's get into this show. So Venkat, did you see any wrestling this week?
That title, that's my title. And you don't even realize it because I'm going to smash you at WrestleMania.
I keep forgetting
and
you got control of this thing.
It's not even your fault, bro. You ain't got a chance. This is my show. This is my ring. This cameraman right here, this is my cameraman. These people, these are all my people because they acknowledge me.
That's right, you trolls. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me in all my glory. Acknowledge me. Acknowledge the heel minister. Now I'm going to go back to my full character that I tried to bury, but y'all brought him out because you won't shut your mouths. You won't shut your mouths and you won't stop typing your twiddly little fingers. So how much wrestling did you see this week?
I saw here and there a little bit of AEW, a little bit of SmackDown because I'm always looking at SmackDown, and then I saw like a few indie things here and there.
Oh,
what's going on?
You saw indie wrestling. All right. Well, no, I just wanted to know where you were, what you saw. So this actually was a good tool that helped us last week. So I'm going to continue to do it. It is very laboring to put together, but you know, it's just a sacrifice that I make. I'm normally putting it together throughout the week. So let's get into the ratings. Y'all know that's my favorite thing going on in this show. So let's get into the ratings. So the ratings for WWE SmackDown, and this is from if you're following along, you can look and see. I have the dates by the number, so you can see which ones we're looking at. So we're going to look at the 10/13 episode of Friday Night SmackDown, which did 2.417 million viewers. So this comes from the Wrestling Observer. WWE SmackDown viewership up, and the 18 to 49 rating down for season premiere. So Friday night's season premiere episode of SmackDown, which again, you're going to hear season premiere again. I don't know how they plan their seasons. I feel like they just say, hey, I want to just have a season premiere show and we're going to have it. But nevertheless,
I know it's crazy because they had one the week before. It's weird.
It seemed like they just had one 6 months ago. So you never know when the hell the season premiere is or how they do it. I think whenever they just want to pop a number, they do that. So
it's not like they want a hiatus or anything. They're going week to week.
Friday night season premiere episode of SmackDown averaged 2.4 million viewers on Fox. That's up 4.2% from the previous week, so a steady increase. It's the best audience total for the show since September 15th. SmackDown topped all the broadcast networks with a 0.62 rating in the 18 to 49 demo, but that's down 3.1% from last week, and it's the second lowest rating for the show since September 8th. So that's funny. Highest rating since September 15th, but second lowest demo since September 8th. Again, how they rate this stuff, I don't know. I'm just reading the numbers. So let's go to the 10/13 edition of AEW Rampage. That's a good number, man. 407,000.
Oh yeah. Rampage is not even supposed to be up there like that.
Wow, that's a really good number. Friday's AEW Rampage averaged 407,000 viewers on TNT, which is up 11.5% from the previous week. It's the highest viewership total for the show since August 18th. Rampage drew a 0.14 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. That's up 16.7. So almost up 17% from last week, and ties the best rating the show has done in that category since August 11th. It's Rampage's second highest rating since April 14th. So that's a good sign. I mean, because Rampage, again, is a show. If I asked you how many times you watch, you can ask me how many times I watch Rampage, and I'll tell you probably 2. So
what's going on Rampage that's igniting this surge here?
I got no idea. I got nothing for you.
It's interesting. I mean, is there an event? Is there a certain match? Is it a certain individual, a wrestler, or angle?
So Tony's always doing it's always a theme show. It's always a battle of the belts, or it's always something. Frostbite in September, or it's something always a theme show. So maybe that's what he did. But they normally tape them during that's weird because they normally tape them during it doesn't matter if it's a tape show, it's that they're running it because they normally tape it during the through the Dynamite shows. So and this is from so AEW, let's get the AEW Collision. So AEW Collision's ratings up, tops 500,000. This comes from the Wrestling Observer. The show rebounds after 2 straight weeks of facing WWE competition. So Dave is basically saying if this show's going to go up against WWE, it's going to get slaughtered. So for 2 weeks, it had to go up against NXT and then the main roster.
Well, it really wasn't going up against NXT. It was going up against the whole WWE.
No, it was going
against that regular NXT.
No, not that one. This is Collision.
No, yeah.
Yeah, this is Saturday show, not Dynamite.
Oh, okay.
So Saturday night's episode of AEW Collision averaged 504,000 viewers on TNT. Listen to this, up 42.8% from the previous week. After two straight weeks of going against WWE PLEs. This is Collision's best audience total since September 23rd. Collision drew a 0.14 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. That's up 55.6% from last week. And it's also the show's highest number since September 23rd. It's the lowest rating the show has done on any week without WWE competition airing on the same day. Although the overall audience is the 9th highest out of the 18 episodes that have aired so far. So they go in a lot of detail. I think 500,000 for them is a real good number just because, I mean, they've been doing 3s and 4s. So, and we all agreed that they were going to be at like 500,000, even though we said it was going to be like 6 months into a year. Didn't think that they were going to settle in right there. And we'll get into that Collision card later in the show, but I just want to get these ratings out of the way.
Speaking of the ratings, I'm just not used to seeing. I understand SmackDown is big or whatever now, but it's just weird for me to watch SmackDown numbers be bigger than Raw.
Double Raw. I'm gonna get to that.
It's crazy. I can't. I'm looking at it on the screen. It just seems weird.
Raw is my next one. And when I typed it up, I'm like, damn, was that a typo? But so there's a lot going on with this number. So WWE Raw viewership down, and the 18 to 49 demo rating up. So the viewership total was down, but the 18 to 49 demo rating up again. How the hell they're calculating this, I have no idea. I did watch Monday Night Raw, and I thought it was a great show. We'll get into it later. Raw last night averaged 1.48 million viewers with a 0.44 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. The show was slightly down in viewers, but it's up 18 to 40, but up in the 18 to 49 against tougher competition as both the Dallas Cowboys versus the LA Chargers NFL game and the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Diamondbacks baseball playoff game. were up as compared to last week. So it was against a Monday Night Football game and Major League Baseball playoff series. So Raw was down 5% in viewers, but up 4% in the 18 to 49 and up 6% in the 18 to 34 from last week. The biggest growth from last week was men 18 to 34. And again, how the hell do they know that? But to Venkat, shout out to Keela in the building. But again, to Venkat's point, Venkat, we're from an era where Raw used to get 5 and 6 million viewers.
Yep.
This is 1.4 million viewers for the flagship show of the WWE.
And to come in second place.
Yeah.
To SmackDown. It's just
you
crazy.
remember how they used to always criticize SmackDown and say, oh, Vince didn't care about SmackDown and blah, blah, blah. But like, so to me, historically, since SmackDown moved to Fox, I always said SmackDown was a better show. So over the past 5 years, to me, SmackDown has been the better show. But I'm telling you, and we're going to get to Raw review later, I have watched the last 3 Monday Night Raws, and it wasn't until last week where we found out, that Vince McMahon got booted. But shout out Peace MD. MD, the link should be in the chat. Yeah, the link is in the chat. It wasn't until I found out that Vince was gone, and because I noted to y'all, I'm like, damn, the past few Monday Night Raws have been really good. I thought this Monday Night Raw was really good. We're gonna get to it later. I thought it was really, really good.
Right.
But the fact that a Monday Night Raw is not even drawing 2 million viewers is insane. Like like this is laughable at this point. See, I'm gonna give it to you all the way around. This is horrendous. I mean, I can laugh at Collision numbers all I want, but this is the product that's been out since what? 1994, 1993.
93, yeah, 93.
93. It is you can't go anywhere. Okay, all right, cool. MD say not feeling too good. You could go anywhere and say Monday Night Raw, and everybody will know what you're talking about. Even against Monday Night Football, Monday Night Raw and Monday Night Nitro was doing 8s and 9s in the demo.
Oh, yeah.
Which means they was getting 8 to 9 million people watching the show. So the fact that we have such a drop off, and you can't say it's because of WCW, because WCW's been gone for 20 years, which is crazy. And Raw was still getting 4s and 5s. Like I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's crazy. It's a crazy reality. And I don't know how they feel about that. I don't never hear them express anything about it. Maybe they just ride it with, huh?
They got that money. They got that big deal. They got that mega deal. I think they're getting like a little under 300,000 a year. I mean, million a year.
But it would be like SummerSlam being the one that has the biggest arenas and the most money and purchases over WrestleMania.
Yeah.
This is what this is like.
Yeah.
It's just odd.
Yeah, Raw. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So let's get into the NXT number because I know everybody was waiting for this. So this just came in today. And this is from Fightful. Sports TV ratings reports that the October 17th episode of NXT drew 798,000 viewers. This is down big from the October 10th episode, No Crap, which drew 921,000 viewers. But that show was loaded with John Cena, Undertaker, Cody Rhodes, all that. So the demo rating came in at 0.23, which is also down from the 0.30 rating that the show recorded last week. So listen to this. So both of these numbers are in line with recent weeks of NXT television. So basically, they just went back to normal. Because
but is it really normal though? At 798, that's pretty high.
Yep, no, but the show. So since Becky Lynch has won the title, they've been getting like 800,000, 850. But historically, on average this year, NXT has been doing like 670. So Yeah, so even though you look at it and you're like, oh man, that's a big drop off, it's still in the grand scheme of thing, they top their average and they're not too far down from what they normally do. So I didn't watch NXT last night because I had a lot going on, so I didn't get to watch NXT last night. But what I do want to get into, let's get into this SmackDown. Let's get into the SmackDown review. So I do have just a couple of notes. I'm not going to review the whole show, but I do have a couple of notes from SmackDown, which I thought was a pretty good show. I thought Monday Night Raw was better, but I thought SmackDown was pretty good. So the show opens with John Cena. John Cena's being John Cena, cutting his promos. You can't help but see that ball spot bigger and bigger now.
Of course.
And as he's talking, the God of Wrestling comes out. So this is what I noticed, and I started to ask y'all in the group, but I said I'll wait till here. What do you notice in this picture?
What I noticed in this picture?
Yeah,
nothing out of the ordinary. I don't think.
One belt.
Oh well, but we knew that though, right? Triple H gave him that belt so that it'll consolidate just to the one instead of him holding on to 2-3 titles.
Yeah, but has it?
What do you mean?
I don't know, because he's still being called the undisputed Universal Champion.
Yeah. That one belt just represents both in one. Yeah.
So are you telling me the WWE title is gone?
Oh, I see what you're trying to say there, but I don't. I don't think so. I just think this is Roman's a special case. So let's just put this one belt on him, I guess. I don't think it's like that. I think the day he loses, maybe the titles will split or something.
And I did hear that earlier in the year that they were saying how they were kind of going to pause, but this is a stupid Vince McMahon thing, that they were going to kind of pause the lineage of the WWE title, which would be the dumbest damn thing in the world.
Right, because right now that's the most important title in wrestling. It's
that's the WWE title. So
right, because it's the longest reigning. Well, but besides the NWA title.
Hey, bro, that was the stupidest thing.
Right, that's what gives it its value, the amount of years that it's been around.
Shout out to Ricardo. So as Roman Reigns is doing his promo, I've been asking for this for the longest, so I felt like patting myself on the back. Roman Reigns gets in his spiel. He's getting ready to do his thing, and Roman asks John. He's like, "Oh," he said, "John, you don't deserve." He said, "I know you'd like to be champion again, but you don't. Oh, no, you want something to the effect like you want this belt, don't you?" And John was saying, "I don't deserve it." He was saying, "I haven't been here long enough. I'm not a champion that sits at home for 6 months." And he basically said that to him. Yeah. So he was like, "I didn't." He said, "I didn't deserve a title shot, but somebody here does deserve a title shot." And that's when finally I wish it would have went the way I wanted it to be, where Roman was going to be like acknowledgement, and then you hear the LA Knight. But nevertheless, Knight,
yeah, that would have been cool.
LA Knight comes out to finally set up. I think this is going to happen at the Saudi show, which is in 2 weeks.
You think so? Not Survivor Series?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen in Survivor Series, and I think because we're going to get to something later that I want to touch on. But so LA Knight comes out, and Roman Reigns is great. Y'all got to give him this. Roman Reigns looks at him with this look, like basically, who the hell are you? Like he's giving him this look, like just dismissing the hell out of the guy. Oh God, Roman Reigns is great with that. So LA Knight is in. John Cena standing over in the corner. LA Knight stands next to Roman, and to me, it looks good. Like on paper, just looking at it, it looks like a good one-off. I wish it was for something bigger. I wish they would hold it to Survivor Series, but
Survivor Series would be great for them to do it there.
Yeah.
And did you see the glasses with Roman's reflection in it?
Hey, I got this. I told you I did a lot of work on this one. I'm telling you. So they're standing in the ring, and this is the greatest shot. How the hell they got this? It had to be planned. Like, come on, man, you don't get a shot this fantastic. Like, WWE,
That's foreshadowing.
yeah, WWE gets some shots that you could tell wasn't planned. This had to be planned. You know what this is almost like? You remember when you used to make videos back in the day, and you made that video with Cactus Jack falling off the ring apron?
Oh yeah.
And you tried to stop it, but you messed up, and it made it like that repeat effect.
Yeah,
And you try to act like you did it on purpose.
I'm taking full credit.
Yeah, no, we knew it was a mess up. No, Fish told me it was a complete mess up. But that's what this is like. Like, this is that shot that, like, how the hell do you get this? And Twitter obviously went crazy. So now people are putting you know what I need to do? I need to put my face in this glasses. Shout out to Nirabomb.
That would be a good thing.
Okay, you see what Nirabomb is saying? Look at my eyes. What do you see? That was a lot of that going on, that they were foreshadowing to Mr. Phil Brooks. But I got a Phil Brooks story that we're gonna get to later. Stick with me. We gonna go on a ride tonight. I need to put my face in those glasses though for all these nutbags that come after me, because that's what they see. They always looking at me. So that's the match. LA Knight later on in the night is going to take on Solo Sikoa. So here's something that happened. Triple H comes out, and Adam Pearce is in the ring, and Triple H is telling him, you know, you did real good and blah 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 blah. So we're going to give you a promotion because you've been running both shows. So you would think if you've been running both shows, I mean, you're kind of getting more money. So I would take this as a demotion, but I knew what he was saying. So he said, you're now going to be officially the GM of Raw. So Adam Pearce will now strictly be on Raw. I like the Adam Pearce character. He doesn't get in the way of anything. So I really like his character. And then that leads way for the new GM of SmackDown. We talked about it. We knew he was coming. Mr. Nick Aldis, who came to the ring really crazy because he kind of just came from the announce desk. Like, there was no music or nothing. Well, before Nick Aldis comes down.
Yeah, that was a weird way to
it was weird. So Triple H is like, all right, we're gonna Triple H like, we're gonna announce a new GM of Raw, and then my boy the heat magnet Dom Mysterio comes down. And Triple H, Triple H makes a great comment. He's like, "Hey," he said, "This whole time I thought that these boos were piped in."
Yep. Triple H just saying what everybody thinks.
Yeah, that was fantastic, man. So Dom is being Dom, and then all of a sudden he's like the new GM of. He says, "So you take that up with the new GM of SmackDown, Nick Aldis, who we know has been working in the back as a producer."
So how long has he been back? How long has he been affiliated with WWE?
Nick Aldis has only been there for a little bit. So this comes from Fightful Select, which I am a member of. I do pay for this. So just so y'all guys know, I go above and beyond for this show. Nick Aldis, new GM of SmackDown, per Fightful Select. After years of rumored interest from WWE and Nick Aldis, the former NWA and TNA world champion Aldis joined the company this summer as a producer. So he's been here since summer is June, July?
Yeah.
Up until this week, it was on a trial basis, but we can confirm that he signed on with the WWE in an official capacity and is no longer a free agent. Those backstage in the WWE have told us that Aldis has been easy to work with and willing to make the most of the WWE opportunity. And others have said that he was eager to make that work in whatever role he was given. So Aldis, okay, so I'm not going to be the guy. Yeah, I agree, Nurbaum. They need to get Mickie James and come let her be with her husband. I'm not going to sit here and act like I know Nick Aldis. What I will tell you, what I know of Nick Aldis is he was Magnus in TNA, and I didn't watch TNA, so that's as much as I knew about that. But I did like him as the NWA champion because I used to watch NWA Power when it first came out. And I just was like, man, this guy's a tremendous Nick Bockwinkel champion. He always wears the suit. He carries the belt with class. And he has a good promo. He had a blonde with him. He was a really good promo guy. And I was like, well, damn. And then he had the match with Cody. And I'm like, well, damn, how come they don't have, why this guy don't get a shot with WWE? So now he is, I think he's only like 38, so he could still go in the ring. So I think what they're going to do is just do him in this GM role, and then somebody will talk crap to him, and then it'll force him to get in the match. So no harm, no foul. I don't,
so you're okay with this?
I listen, I don't care about the authority figures, but if he doesn't get in the way, it's fine. Like to me, so okay, because what I'm about to get into next.
Well, what I want to say though is like, don't you think like that role would be better suited for like one of the legends that is not all the way gone, but you know they don't want to be on the road bumping, so that you could have them on the show, use their charisma and you know.
I don't disagree with you, but who?
I mean, when we think of the beat up guys, you know, that's Mick Foley and
all of them.
You know, Hogan and those guys, they're like far gone. But maybe like those guys from the late 90s, the ECW type guys, or not saying them in particular, but you know, that like 97, 98, 99 run of guys, or even maybe the early 2001, 2005. Like even like the guy Maven. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying he should do it, but like a guy like that, that's like, you know, not too beat up, not too overexposed, has enough charisma to get through certain promos. You know, like I think they could find somebody in that range that's not like beat up like how Iron Sheik was. They could barely walk or whatever.
Well, I think with this guy, because I think it's going to lead to a match. And I just think because he comes off with that Nick Bockwinkel like prestige, like he ain't going to come out and you know, you mentioned Hogan and Mick Foley. Those guys, those personalities are too big. Like those guys would take too much away from the talent that they're trying to get over. Like they literally take the spotlight from the talent. So I
get that. That's why I kind of said Maven or somebody like that, where you know they're not too much, not too little.
Well, what bothered me? Well, it didn't bother me. It just goes to the point that we think everybody knows these wrestlers. When he came out, crickets. I mean, you could have.
Oh, that's a disrespectful crowd. That
man, but crickets, because nobody knew who he was. When Triple H said Nick Aldis, you could hear everybody. You could hear like a collective who, like that's what it was. It was like who, like nobody knew who he was. And I've been watching this for over 30 years. I don't think MD says Aldis has main event potential. Absolutely. But what I'm saying, it goes back to what I always say. Nobody knows who these guys are. It's like they brought him in, and I want to say that maybe that's why they put him in the role, because nobody knows who he is. So they're going to let him build weekly on
you're probably right.
His character. But I do like that he finally tied up a loose end here. I mean, my goodness, it's only been 4 months. So, you know, him and Dom gotten some jaw jacking. So finally we find out who the trade compensation is. So we know Jey Uso was traded to was signed by Raw with the hopes that, with the promise that Raw was going to get, the SmackDown was going to get a future superstar. That superstar ended up being Kevin Owens, which now makes sense as to why that match last week on Monday went off the way it did, because I just thought it was weird for KO to just embrace Jay. Like, he really didn't embrace him, but he just you know, like he just gave him a pat on the ass basically. So KO is to SmackDown, and I like it because of two things, and what we're going to get on Raw. They broke him and Sammy up, and Sammy's heading in another direction now, which I'm
straight to the trash.
No,
straight to the trash can.
Sammy,
they done breaked up.
Did you watch Raw?
Yes, I saw his little speech, and I just was like, man, you just wasted it. Because this is the thing. I saw Sami Zayn talking about in an interview that wasn't on WWE. He was talking about, you know, going into the Roman match for the world freaking title. He's like, you know, I don't really see myself as like a a main guy. I mean, I could do it for like a few months, but like to be there for years and be committed like that, like I'm like, this guy is straight talking like a loser.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Why
the hell would I want him to be my champion?
Right. So I remember back then you were saying how no, Sami Zayn can't be. So that's the part that was disappointing for me.
Maybe that's why I was saying it. He don't believe that he could be the damn champion.
You know, he just wants like little spurts, and he just wants to be a part of moments. But like to beat a man, like what Ric Flair say, like to bleed and do the things that you need to do to hold and carry that title. He just didn't talk like he was there for everything like that. And now he goes out on there, says his little spiel about how great his career has been, and the last year has been the best year he's ever had in his career. And I don't want to hear that crap. He should have been pushing hard.
But do you think he's lying though?
I know he's not lying. I don't doubt that. He's not lying for sure. But what I'm saying is he's happy to settle. You know, like I can never see Macho Man or anybody like that like say something like that.
So Danielson always says that he's content with wrestling in high school gyms. We know that Danielson is world champion caliber in any promotion, but he like legit doesn't care. He's like, man, I'll wrestle in front of 50 people, and he means the hell out of it.
Right. I
Like
get that.
Sometimes we think these guys we want more for these guys than what they really want for themselves. By the way, y'all, Venkat's birthday is Friday, so his Cash App is scrolling down at the bottom. Please make sure and love on the producer extraordinaire if you got something to spare. He did not know that I was going to do this, so I am embarrassed.
No, I did not know you were going to do. I did not know that at all.
Y'all make sure and his birthday. Y'all know that he does. Listen, if I could take a second, y'all know if it wasn't for him, y'all wouldn't see this fantastic face on here, and you trolls wouldn't be able to do any hate. So y'all probably should be dumping the hate on him, because he's the one who convinced me to come up here. But yeah, his birthday is Friday. So KO and Mike is saying, you know, you're giving a multiple time WWE champion for tag team champion. So it's good. And to me, KO is better off on his own as a prize fighter. Yeah. So I'm okay with that, man. I don't have no issue with that. So that
we're gonna see how it goes. I was just we'll see. Because I like Sami Zayn. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta see more. I gotta see better from him.
Yeah, MD says Venkat definitely put in that work. Yeah, Venkat is a mad scientist. Y'all think I nitpick and micromanage everything? This man right here micromanages me. Like, that's crazy. Like, I'm the guy. He micromanaged me. So yeah, he's a friggin' mad scientist, man. So if y'all can, y'all show my brother some love, man. He's the one who puts all these busting ass videos together and things like that. Peace to the queen of the Straight Talk Society. Just so you guys know, the queen told me to go ahead and take care of business. So you trolls, she was your only saving grace. So now it's time for me to be Trevor. So coming up, I will be pulling up y'all's skirt, just like I said I was going to. She told me today, go ahead and do it. So yeah, that is coming up soon, to be determined, the day that is going to happen. And like I said, I don't care. I'm showing your phone number. I'm showing your email address. I'm showing everything. I do not care. So you should have never messed with me. So there was Nene in the chat, so I can't say what I want to say, but there was an appearance, just a random appearance by Jade Cargill. I don't know, man. I think Jade is tied with Bianca now. I'm just saying. I don't know, but this is a match that I want to see. I didn't know I wanted this until they were standing in front of each other. This is money right here. This is a money match, and I know we reported a while ago that Jade was signed to Raw. Not necessarily. I think what they're doing is they're just teasing her in multiple spots. And I'm still thinking she's going to debut at the Rumble, but I don't know. We could, look at Ricardo talking about Lord have mercy. Yeah. let me shut up. Wifey in chat. Oh boy. So after Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defended the titles against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, which actually was a really good friggin' match. Roman Reigns decides to walk out. And again, WWE and they're fantastic, knowing how to catch a moment. They captured this picture. Is this foreshadowing for the WrestleMania 40 main event? And the reason I say that is because The Rock is out.
The
Rock,
what?
He is out. He cannot.
How you know that?
I've seen it multiple places. I'm just waiting for 100% confirmation.
Well,
it's not blonde, Mike. It's platinum.
If The Rock backed out of this, that's some bullcrap. If we don't listen to him for the last 2 years, I wouldn't, he's gonna do it.
I wouldn't say that he backed out, but remember, they didn't know when the strike was going to be over. So he may be back to his commitments, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it. Doesn't look like he's going to do it. But this was the last shot we got, and it just it may Shalom. It may be some foreshadowing here. So in the main event, you had LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa. It was a man match. I mean, it was okay. You don't get much work weight from these guys. LA Knight.
You know what? I'm sorry to cut you off. You know what I was thinking? So I've been thinking this for a while too. Like, LA Knight, right? He wears those briefs. I think he needs to go to tights, man. And he looks odd. And I've been thinking about it for a few months now. It just don't look right.
Oh, geez.
What do you think? I don't know.
Venkat, that's the hill you want to die on, Venkat?
What do you mean? I'm just saying. It don't look right. He don't look right with those briefs on in there. He needs to go to tights.
That's the hill you want to die on, huh?
I'm just saying. You look at Roman.
Hey, I guess he wants to show his legs off. I don't know.
Oh, it just looks goofy or weird. I can't get it out of my head every time I see him out there. It's like
you want him to go to the basketball shorts?
Not the basketball shorts, but I do want him to go some tights or something, or some tight shorts or something like that, but not like the briefs on. It just look weird. Like some people can get away. Like Hogan, it don't look. I guess because of the knee pad and the boots, all in one, it just don't look weird. But like with him, it just looks weird. I can't unsee it.
I agree, Mike. I'm not dying on this hill.
Oh, Lord.
Just saying. This ain't a hill I'm about to die on here. So in the main event, LA Knight takes on Solo Sikoa. And I want to say this is okay. So I gave this match like good. I mean, it was a 3. It was okay. Nothing embarrassing. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. I just gave it a good. But I want to say that this was one of the rare times I could count on my hands that Solo Sikoa was actually pinned. Right. I want to say he hasn't been pinned more than twice, him by himself.
And that may be a tag team match in there.
Yeah. Well, in the tag team matches, he's never taken the pin because he's always been in there with one of his brothers, and they always...
No. Remember with Roman.
No, they won. Oh yeah. Because they faced Sammy Cain. Yeah.
Which I still feel to this day they should have won.
I think he's been pinned. MD's agreeing with you. The mid-cut boots does make it look weird. I mean, I don't know, and I ain't saying nothing, about it. I'm just saying I never noticed.
I'm telling you, you can't unsee it once you start thinking about it. It's just weird.
Because it's weird because when Goldberg came to WWE and they put him in those stupid trunks.
Yeah, that don't look right.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that don't look right. Exactly. That's the reverse. That's the reverse.
I'm like, wait a minute. I know this man is an ass kicker in these damn wrestling trunks, and y'all put him in these biker shorts. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, that kind of messed up his image.
So at the end of the match, Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere and spears LA Knight and stands over him with the belt again. No blue belt, no red belt. Just the undisputed title. I'd be okay with it if they just use this belt, but call it the WWE title, like WWE Undisputed, not the Undisputed.
Yeah.
It's called the Undisputed Universal title. That's very important. It's not called the WWE Undisputed Universal title. It's called the Undisputed Universal title, which is weird.
Well, they're trying to make the Universal title be more prestigious because that's where this is all coming from.
That's where his lineage is.
So they got to bring it up to be more than what it really is. I'm sure the day he loses that title, you're going to start hearing WWE champion more and more.
Yeah, the day he loses that title, they need to just get rid of it and be done with it.
Yeah.
And make, because nobody else will hold it as long as him. Just, that's it. Put the lineage with him. Boom, that's it. No
hey,
more.
Mike, man, I can't help but speak about it. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, Mike. Oh, and thanks for the stuff, Mike. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, Mike. Mango Mike in the building. Nerdbomb. Shout out to Bones. Just came in. What are they gonna do with this angle? We know LA Knight is gonna do the job. Yeah, I think LA Knight's whole job in here is to be a placeholder and just to look good. Like, just to look good, get you a couple hope spots, and just be done with it. So,
and also to see if his backing is like legit.
Yeah.
Like, how are they gonna do to LA Knight what they did to Hogan against The Rock? You know, is he gonna have that kind of support?
They're gonna boo Roman. They're gonna boo the hell out of Roman.
But we don't know. But I mean, they're looking for like real impactful like interaction. I think
it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia. Those people are gonna go crazy over LA Knight.
Well, I hope so. That's what we're hoping.
The last time they were there, did you see? Because he wasn't on the show. Did you see the video of just him being in like their square or something? Like he was out in the town. The way the fans just went crazy over him. It was crazy. So let's move on to this next story. Got 19. We got about 30 more slides to get to. So this is a busy week, I'm telling you, man. But I love how I could just visually look at this. So in other wrestling news, Logan Paul calls out Rey Mysterio. So here's this story. Logan Paul slammed Dylan Dennis as a true coward after defeating him through a 6-round disqualification in their fight on Saturday night in Manchester, England. Making the comments during his post-fight, he also called out Rey Mysterio. See, this is what I like. Listen to what Logan Paul said. Whether he's telling the truth or not, this is what wrestlers need to do when they're out and about. Later in the interview, Paul called out WWE superstar Rey Mysterio. This is a hobby for me, talking about the boxing. My true passion. I'm a WWE superstar. I'm an American boy, and I want the U.S. title. Rey Mysterio, I already beat you once, and I'm coming for that U.S. championship.
Rey Mysterio already lost.
So now Mysterio responded on Twitter. Did Logan Paul just call me out? I'm not hard to find, homie. Every Friday night on SmackDown. So Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio are all but set for Saudi Arabia. Logan Paul is finally going to get his first WWE championship because he is absolutely going to beat Rey Mysterio, and I'm 100% okay with it. So they already put it out. Logan Paul will be back this Friday on SmackDown. So that was that. So that was that news. So now let's get into AEW Collision. Told you, we just moving, baby. We got it going on. Let's get into Collision. Take a sip of my iced coffee.
I'll take a sip of my ice water.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this Collision review. So you got the opening scene. Edge comes out to bore us to death with his promo. Ricky Starks, some guy dressed up in the ugliest suit I've ever seen, and a bunch of security come out. And then Brian Danielson and FTR come out. So it looks like Cash isn't hurt like I thought. So maybe they really just wanted to drop the titles to get Ricky Stark and Big Bill over. So this is it. So y'all know how I love the big beefy son of a bitch matches.
Of course.
And this was one.
This guy looked like a young junkyard dog. What the hell is that?
Willie Mack versus Samoa Joe.
Willie Mack, that's the most blackety black name of all time.
I know Willie Mack from Lucha Underground, and I'm guilty for body shaming this guy in Lucha Underground because he's a big fat guy like Junkyard Dog, even bigger.
Wow.
So now, especially now, and he has this big ball spot. He looks like any Leroy that could work on your car.
Oh, there you go.
With a cigarette hanging out his mouth, big fat stomach and everything. But brother, when I tell you that this guy can move, He can't move as good as he did in Lucha Underground, but him and Samoa Joe beat the shit out of one another. And I was ready, brother. I was all here for it, man. These two dudes, bro. Talking about junk. I almost called him Junkyard Dog.
I know.
No, Nene, he goes by his real name, Brian Danielson. So Willie Mack got the stunner. So you knew it was a hope spot. It was for the ROH championship. Willie Mack got the TV championship. Willie Mack got the stunner for the near 2 count. It was a hope spot that everybody knew that, you know, he was going to get. Samoa Joe gave him a lot in this. And I will say, well, I never said anything bad about Samoa Joe. He looked unmotivated when he in his last WWE run, but he's good and motivated now. I love this thing that he's doing where he'll wrestle anybody. Friggin' Samoa Joe hit him with the Muscle Buster, and I had to hold my hand over my eyes because I was like, you know what? This is the same move that broke Tyson Kidd's neck.
Wow.
You're doing this to this guy that's clearly 400 pounds. No, Ricardo Willie Mack is a beast, man.
Wow.
Hey, Willie Mack. Hey, I'm telling y'all, go watch this match. Like
Tyson Kidd still wrestles or no?
No, he's an agent now in WWE. His neck was broken, Simone. And guess what, Venkat? It was
but Kurt Angle won the Olympic gold with a broken freaking neck.
WWE ain't gonna clear him in this modern day. Tyson Kidd is a producer now. But if y'all can go watch this match, man. Willie Mack, that name is fantastic. Willie Mack.
I know that perfect. If it sounds like some kind of Dolomite 1970s blaxploitation character, you know, it's an amazing thing. They need to push that guy hard.
And he looks every bit of it. Just YouTube Willie Mack highlight.
The name don't get old at all. Every time you say it, it's just like a brand new.
For a dude that big bastard could move. I'm telling you, like he is wow. That dude is awesome, man. I'm glad that he finally got a spot on AEW. I don't know if he's under full contract or it was just
they got to sign him fully, man.
I give this match a 4. This match was great.
Oh,
man.
It was a 4.
Yeah,
oh, okay, cool.
Was great, man. Because y'all know. What is Nurbaum saying? Tyson broke his C1 5% of living. Of the 5% that live, only 5% will work. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Tyson Kidd, but you know, he got a job forever now, like Draws before he died. So he's a producer now. And from what I hear, he produces really good matches. So here's another match. If y'all didn't watch, listen, see, I'm going to tell you because I am the AEW fan. I am all elite. This match was good.
It should be. It should be.
Which furthermore solidifies what we said last week. Christian is better than Edge.
Oh, come on now. Christian, he could be in a good match and still not be better than Edge.
Christian is, listen, MD said it last week, and we didn't. I went back and listened to last week's show. And we didn't get to highlight it, but MD was saying how Christian and Edge are the same age, and Christian has gotten over to no end. Like Christian is the man. This match was awesome. The only thing I wish is that it wasn't no commercials because I hate picture in picture. I feel like if you're gonna do picture in picture, just don't even do the match. Like
you don't appreciate seeing what's going on?
I don't like the picture in picture, man, because I want to see the whole thing. I just rather you not do it because the commercial I can't. Even Mike says Christian is Christian. Hey, Christian is that dude, man. This match was slapping, man. This match was awesome. So, let's just go. And Christian with that belt, which I think that's a beautiful belt. You know, by the way, I wish Christian wouldn't wrestle with a shirt on. I mean, that's just weird that he wrestles with the cutoff turtleneck. I don't know if it's
have you seen his body? I mean, I don't blame him.
Well, I don't know. You don't know because he won't take his damn shirt off. But
I mean, Scott Steiner called him Stickman. So
CM Punk wrestled without a shirt. So I mean, hell, if CM Punk wrestled without a shirt, and Willie, let's go back to Willie Mack. So Willie Mack is Uncle Mechanic man boobs, and they're like trunks pulled up all the way under here. Like, bro, that dude is awesome, man. Hey,
Bones says he's under contract with MLW.
Oh, Willie is under contract. Okay. And Bones is saying turtleneck is part of his gimmick. So yeah, because I just thought it was weird for him to be wrestling in a damn turtleneck. Brian Danielson hits him with the Busaiku knee, which again, nobody thought that Brian was going to win this match. I don't think. But it was awesome, man. And who came out? So Ricky Starks. Yeah, it was a bunch of hodgepodge at the end. They hit Brian with a belt shot. Christian gets the win. Great match though. Fantastic, man. Only because I gotta only give it a 4 though, just because it was a TV match. If it was a pay-per-view match, it would have been a 5 all the way. Because I hate the commercial, bro. I just can't do the picture-in-picture. Takes me completely out. It's hard to
took away points for the commercials.
Yeah, nothing on them. It's completely on the man boobs. Oh, hey, yeah. Willie Mack. Hey, y'all gotta go watch that. If y'all haven't watched that Willie Mack versus Samoa Joe, these two matches, just go watch Collision for these two matches. They had some other match. They had a women's match, and Keith Lee wrestled some guy. Keith Lee I don't know what the hell Keith Lee is. Keith Lee's gimmick to me is I don't know.
Keith Lee is pretty damn good. I mean, I don't know what they're doing now, but I'm just saying
the coming out looking smug and smiley. It just I don't know, man. Just be a heel and just beat everybody up, or go on a Hall of Pain run.
His offense is amazing, and for a big guy, he moves fluidly.
Yeah,
they need to showcase that more often.
Well, wait till you see Willie Mack. I'm telling you.
I just see a video game character like in Final Fight just beating on people. I just can't get that out of my mind right now.
Yeah, Ricardo, the reason they got a 4 had nothing to do with the match. It's just strictly any match you see me watch a commercial in, it just automatically takes it away. I hate the picture-in-picture. I literally would rather them just come back from a commercial. But that match was fantastic. So we got to do something real quick because this friggin' guy right here.
Why does he always have that look on his face? Every time I see a picture of him, that's how he looks.
Yeah, about to have me some Duckton. What the What the heck? What the heck? I had my mouth. What the
about
I wasn't expecting to run a whole commercial. I just wanted the first part, but so we need a Wrestling with Reality lame duck because you, my friend.
Oh, hey, that's something we got to do.
You, my friend, are a damn lame duck, bro. This man gets on my damn nerves. Like he's getting to a point now where I just can't. I can't take him serious. And I'm telling you, it's because of him, his companies. And what Hulk Hogan said is because of you that this damn company's in the shape that it's in, because of bullshit like this. This guy is a bum square loser. So Tony Khan, this comes from Forbes. This article is from Forbes magazine. And Tony Khan, you get the lame duck award. Tony Khan is losing his mind on Twitter amid AEW loss to NXT. So they go on to write, first Tony Khan lost the Tuesday Night War. Now he's losing his mind on Twitter. Tony Khan being unhinged on Twitter is nothing new, but now dealing with a one-sided loss to NXT this past Tuesday, Khan's latest Twitter meltdown might be his biggest yet. WWE NXT destroyed AEW Dynamite in the latest head-to-head. We know 921 to 609. With AEW bleeding attendance and viewership in recent weeks, WWE smelled blood in the water.
It's embarrassing.
Suddenly in panic mode, so did Tony Khan. So Tony Khan has been very active on Twitter all week, and his social media posts have become more embarrassing by the tweet. Khan summoned gifts from Curb Your Enthusiasm to refer to WWE as dicks while using a meme to call Triple H and Shawn Michaels ball a-holes. Khan took repeated shots at Vince McMahon for his sexual misconduct allegations and insisted that Shawn Michaels was not going to win this year's Booker of the Year award. Who the hell cares?
I know that shows how petty he is. Lord,
a meaningless paper trophy that is given away by anybody with a wrestling podcast. He said, well, shit, we need to give out some awards and start thinking of some awards. Tony's increasingly bizarre tweets then voyaged into analytics as Khan's. So listen to what he's celebrated. As Khan celebrated the moral victory of John Cena and Undertaker being on a TV show with under 1 million viewers. So damn that you got beat by 300,000 viewers. Just you're celebrating the fact that they missed 1 million by 80,000 views, which all the overnights weren't even calculated, but whatever. Khan's antics extended into Friday as he posted a tweet discussing his mother's health issues, only to act surprised when he received negative feedback on the notoriously divisive Twitter. Yeah, I don't know why he would do that. So this comes from Tony Khan says, not that I should be surprised, but the same WWE avatar accounts that spam me every day, no matter what I say or what it's about, now turning their wrath to my mom recovering from a near-death experience is why I straight hate these people to the bottom of my heart with all my soul, complained Khan. So Brian Alvarez from the Wrestling Observer says, this guy needs to get off Twitter. With all due respect, I have heard nothing but Tony needs to get off his phone and stop tweeting. And you know who I've heard this from? I've not heard that from fans. I've heard that from people in WWE, but do you now know who I've heard this from? People in AEW. They're like, can somebody get this guy off the phone? Get him off of Twitter. That's from people in AEW. Tony Khan, you, my friend, are this week's lame duck. And why are you worrying about people and what ratings they're getting? You need to do something about this. You need to do this is from this past week's Collision. You gotta do something about this.
That's striking right there.
This is what you should be worrying about, buddy.
Wow.
And just so nobody says it was after the show, look at this. This was the beginning of the show when Edge was cutting the promo.
Wow.
Nobody's in the building.
I wonder what a person like Edge is thinking when he's in this kind of environment. This is insane, man.
Nobody. This looks like any random house show in Buckaloo, Alabama or something. Like this is crazy, bro. Look at that audience, Venkat. And this is in the beginning of the show.
They could give away tickets, for God's sakes. Give them away.
Why don't they comp tickets?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I heard I think it was Sean Ross Sapp. I'm not MD's in the back. I think it was Sean Ross Sapp. I'm not gonna and Nerabomb saying I don't think it's a big deal. Nerabomb, I don't know how old you are, but you're not going to strive with your attendance like that. Not at all. I don't care how good
this is a huge deal. This
is a huge deal.
Yeah.
What's up, MD?
Peace. What's up? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm tough enough. Changing season, man. So yeah, it got me.
Yeah,
Every now,
Yep,
every
that's
year.
the same thing that happens to me too.
We were in
Same
Yeah.
thing.
we were 64 this morning after coming off of 93 the week before. Hey man, this weather's crazy, but yeah, this is crazy, man.
Yeah, he needs to do something quickly about that. Oh, go ahead, MD. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't gonna say nothing. You got, but I will say, I seen some on Twitter where people are saying like, hey, look, post the pictures every week as an occurrence to say, hey, look, the way that you're going about promoting these events is not working, and like I said, I can attest to that because I don't know why at this point you're doing these huge venues and you just gonna do this. It don't make sense to me.
It don't.
And it ain't fair to the talent that you got. You know what I mean?
I heard their ticket prices are high. Like, I forget. I think if I'm not mistaken, it was either John Pollock talking to somebody else or it was Sean Ross Sapp, one of them. And they were talking about how high these ticket prices are. They're too high.
Well,
yeah,
I guess that's a point. Like, I guess because I'm so used to WWE prices, they seem cheap to me. But again, it's a fairly new.
But come on, MD. It's a supply and demand economy. So if the demand for your supply is down, shouldn't your prices be down? Like, this is outrageous.
You're correct. My economist colleague, you are in fact correct.
Yeah, so we ain't gonna get into that one. So here we go. Let's get into the Monday Night Raw show. Quick review. We're not gonna go through all the matches, but like I said, this was a really good week of wrestling, and I did watch a substantial amount of it. So I do want to give my thoughts. Hey, again, if y'all didn't watch this match, go watch it. Ricochet versus Nakamura in the Falls Count Anywhere match for the 99th millionth time. But brother, this is the most motivated I ever seen Nakamura. And this match,
what's up with the Falls Count Anywhere matches? He must really love those kind of matches.
I don't know, man, but this that's weird because him and Seth just had one when they went, the last man standing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, what, a week apart? He must really love these kind of matches. I mean, I like those matches too. I think it brings a lot of drama, but damn, I mean, in a week's time, you wrestled two of those matches.
Yeah, this match slaps. So what you see in here, Ricochet is up in the stands basically and holding on to a fan for support, and you thinking he's just gonna do a dive. This bastard does a 630 off of the top of the damn riser on the Nakamura. Just the most insane thing you'll ever see. Like, Ricochet is a madman. There was a spot where Nakamura threw him into the Titantron and he literally parkoured up the damn Titantron and flipped over. Like, hey, WWE got this guy, and I know Vince didn't like him, and you could tell Triple H got the book now because you're starting to see Ricochet a lot more.
He needs to be with what's the name? The Street Profits and Bobby Lashley.
You think he should go over there?
And they need to get an official name, for God's sakes. They need to have an actual name. If they're not Hurt Business, then they need to be something.
I think Bianca's going to join Friday because she's supposed to be coming back Friday. Who knows what she's going to do? But man, this match was tremendous, man. Again though, because of commercial breaks, I got to give it a 4. It was awesome, but I got to give it a 4.
The 4 is your sweet spot. What's going on, Trevor?
Hey, I did the math because I went back to the show that we did last week, and I was doing your math. You gave 17 total points at 5 at a 3 rating on each one. 3s and 4s should have came out to 3.5. You gave it a 2. So
but that's the thing though, Trevor. You got to understand, it's the overall package versus the individual. I get what you're saying. The cumulative should add up, but that's not the way I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it as two different ways: individual match, how I felt about it, but then the overall presentation with everything lumped together. How did I feel about it? So that's where it'll vary at.
Yeah, y'all, if y'all haven't, did y'all watch that match?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I only saw little pieces of it. I thought it was strange that he was in another Falls Count Anywhere match.
What you thought about the match, man?
I just saw little pieces, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. What you thought about it, MD?
Yeah, it was a tight match. Again, like I said, I like how they pushing Ricochet. As a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, Nakamura and Ricochet had something going on before the pay-per-view match. So
yeah, with Seth.
It's funny. Like it almost seemed like the Nakamura Seth match was an oversight. They went right back to Ricochet.
Yeah, they went right back to it because remember they were flicking Bronson Reed in there too.
Right. So it was great. That shooting star press, it was a fun match.
That's crazy to do that, but hey, that's why they pay him to do that. One match I thought was really good. I didn't put on here though was Johnny Gargano, which they got to give him back his old theme. They got to give his old theme back. Took on Ludwig Kaiser. That was a good. I like Ludwig Kaiser, but I'm a big Johnny Gargano fan. That was a really good match. I guess Tommaso Ciampa is selling a injury. So again, Becky Lynch comes out. Everybody's challenging Becky, which I like because next week Becky's going to be wrestling Indy Hartwell again. They've had Indy Hartwell on the roster for a couple of months, never did anything with her. Now that Vince is nowhere to be found, now all of a sudden, Indy Hartwell pops up now. And Becky's talking crap. Xia Li comes in and does the stupidest thing I've ever seen. I hadn't seen Xia Li on TV in about a year. She comes up to Becky and says, you're ducking, basically like you're ducking. You don't want to give everybody a title shot. I want a title shot. And Becky said, okay, you want a title shot? Get in line on my turn. What? Are all does this company make all Japanese people look stupid? Nakamura has the champion hurt, but he doesn't want to come fight him. And now you got this chick. You ain't been on TV in a year, and you got the champion, and you like, oh, on my terms. What terms? You haven't earned any terms. So
Trevor, I think you just was racially insensitive just then. I don't think Xia Li is Japanese.
What I'm supposed to call him?
I think she's Chinese. I think.
Oh, okay.
You're being racially insensitive.
I won't say what I normally would say. Is they all?
So Trevor, that would be like somebody calling you Haitian instead of Jamaican.
I won't say what I normally say. Be like, hey, they all look alike. So I don't know. So what do I say? Asian would be better. That would cover everybody.
Yeah, that's the politically correct term.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Don't get canceled, Trevor. Again.
Yeah, God forbid more thumpers come after me. So Becky's like, oh man, who's next? Adam Pearce looks over. Becky turns around, and again they tease another showdown. Jade shows up and looking at Becky, and this was what I caught from this. Adam Pearce looked at her and said, you need to get one of these in red. And she said, maybe so. So the report was she's with Raw. We don't know, but Jade's presence is that of a superstar. Like I mean, at this point, I don't know.
Your eyes didn't perk up as much with this one as the Charlotte one, huh?
Oh, you talking about for the match?
Yeah,
because Becky stinks. I wouldn't want.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So Jade isn't seasoned enough in the ring to be in the ring with somebody sloppy like Becky. Charlotte could carry Jade to a 5-star classic, a big gold belt. Becky can't do that because Becky's not that good. Becky is clumsy in the ring.
Extremely.
Yeah, all her stuff looks sloppy. Hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. I'm an equal opportunity critic here. Like I'm gonna tell you. She kills me with the thigh slaps. Oh my God, stop with the damn thigh slaps. but I do like what they're doing. I do like what they're doing. They're using the NXT title as basically like an invitational belt to get these newer named girls up. And as we talk about that, I wanted to ask you guys a question because of something you guys said a few weeks ago. Namely, Venkat, you said that her winning the NXT title was a step down.
Yep.
So did you feel the same way when Ric Flair won the United States title?
No, because at that particular time in his career, he should win the United States title.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
But I think that Becky right now is still in her prime, and she should be contending for world championships.
I think what they're doing though, they're trying to let Rhea run through. Because there was a shot later on in the night where Rhea and Becky were face to face. Like that's what they're ultimately going towards. But they're trying to let Rhea establish herself as the champion. So now they're gonna have a fatal 5-way in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, so you're gonna have Rhea versus Zoe versus
none of the Asian women, please. None of the Asian women.
God versus Nia. Okay, hold on. I gotta do it on my finger. So you got Rhea, Zoe, Nia, Raquel Rodriguez, and who's the fifth one?
Please, not an Asian lady, because they are too small.
I can't forget. Boy, y'all talk about me.
I forgot myself.
Yeah, I can't remember who the fifth one was. And shout out to WWE. Somebody in WWE telling Piper Niven to change her attire.
What's wrong with her attire?
No, she changed her attire. It looks really good now. It's more.
What's wrong with her previously? I didn't think it was that bad. Why are you laughing?
So now you want to turn me into a body shamer now. So her new attire is much better. Like it's much better. It's really good. It's really good.
Okay.
So, oh boy. So I told you we ain't got but one. We had two big beefy son of a bitch matches. You got the champion Gunther versus Big Bronson Reed. And I'm just gonna tell you this was the match of the week.
Wait a minute, hold on. They're gonna waste this match on regular TV?
You know what it looks like to me? That Gunther is just like the TV champion. When was the last time you seen him? When was the last time you seen him on a pay-per-view?
Right.
It looks like he's just the champion of TV.
That's what it looks like. Yep.
This guy, listen. Hey, did y'all please tell me y'all saw this one?
Nope, didn't even know it happened.
I didn't see the full match, but I saw the highlights of it.
Bro, this was friggin'. It seemed like the producers told them, "Hey, you see what Sheamus and Gunther did? Go out there and do a condensed version of that." And that's what these jokers went and did. Hey, Bronson Reed losing did nothing for him, like nothing to hurt him. This match was tremendous. Gunther, you know how when Gunther fire up and he get mad and he start chopping you and hitting you with Bones. Did I hear Piper Niven? Yeah, go check out her ring attire now. Gunther start hitting him with them clotheslines. Man, my daughter was like, wow. She was like, why is he hitting him so hard? Bro, this match, and Bronson gave as good as he got. When he went up for that tsunami, like everybody stood up. Like everybody thought that, man, are they going to take the belt off of him? No, because he missed it. Friggin' Gunther went up and did the German tsunami, and he power bombed this big bastard. And he power bombed him good too. It wasn't no, hey, I need you, Kevin Nash versus the Giant. I need you to push off and jump up for me. He got this big boy up and power bombed him to hell. This match was phenomenal. I wish this was on a pay-per-view with no commercials, because I can't give it a 5.
But at some point it don't sound fair, Trevor.
No, it is. It's nothing against the match. It's the commercials, man. It's just not. It's just not happening.
So what you saying, a 4?
Yeah, I give it a, because you won't let me give half, so I give it a 4.
Yeah, there's no halves. It has to be all or nothing. Yeah. Oh my God, another 4. The whole show is going to be a 4.
Yeah, but mine will average out to a 4 though. Mine will average out to a 2. Bro, y'all
Well, it
go back.
sounds like you're enjoying the whole show, though. That's what it sounds like.
No, I told you this was one of the better Raws that I saw. Like my daughter was crying when she had to go to bed because she couldn't finish watching it. You know, because it doesn't.
But
it doesn't
that's
walk
the
through her
difference.
life.
That's the difference with what my stance is, Trevor. Is that the overall show that we just saw? It wasn't good. It wasn't. Like, I couldn't say it was a good show. But individually, when I look at the matches, I was a little lenient on some of those matches, especially the women's match. You know,
This match was awesome, man. Y'all go back and watch this one. This was another banger, man. I think this was better than the Willie Mack Samoa Joe just because I'm starting it now. Greatest wrestler of all time of the week goes to Gunther, and not for nothing.
So you would give him Wrestler of the Week?
Greatest wrestler of all time for the week is Gunther.
No. I'm talking about like in the week in general.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he made the biggest impact all week long.
This man can't miss. He does not miss at all. It's almost to the point now where I don't want him to lose the belt unless he's going to go slap Seth and take that belt right out of his hand. Like I don't want him to lose that belt and then not keep winning.
So you want him to win the next title up and he has to relinquish the belt.
Yes, I want him to beat Seth. Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Maybe that's where we're headed.
Absolutely. Well, not really.
I wouldn't be mad at that if that happened.
We're heading for Drew and Seth, which they had a pretty good promo. What I really liked about that match was that promo is, besides Seth wearing a dress and looking goofy as all hell.
Wow.
Drew was so serious. He was like, you come out here and all you do is laugh. And he told Seth, he said, when I take that belt from you, you're just going to go reinvent yourself for the 50th time and come up with a new gimmick. He said, I'm going to still be the same Drew McIntyre. And I'm like, oh.
Well, he's truthing on that one.
He said, I never got the chance. He said, I beat Brock Lesnar in 5 minutes at WrestleMania, which was supposed to be my crowning achievement, and I did it in front of nobody. He was like, all you do is come out here and you had these people sing your song and this and that. Hey, he was going the hell off on Seth. And when I watched that, I was like, please take this damn belt off of Seth because I'm ready for this Drew. Like, this is a Drew. And he told Seth.
There you go, Trevor. Seth could lose to Drew.
Oh, yeah.
And then Drew and Gunther go at it.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be
title for title.
As long as Gunther end up with the belt. That's
title for title. Hell yeah.
They got to get that belt on Gunther some type of way. The man don't miss. He don't miss at all. So in the main event, you had the tag team champions, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso versus Judgment Day in a rematch. So real quick, we all know what happened here. Jimmy Uso came in, super kicked his brother. Hold on, where am I? Judgment Day ends up as champions again. Why even take it off of him in the first place?
Well, I guess they're trying to set up more heat between the brothers, Jimmy and Jay.
Survivor Series, Jimmy and Jay is gonna happen.
Well, some people are predicting WrestleMania.
I don't want to see them at
every time we have a former partner versus former partner, as long as I can remember, those matches never go well. The Steiners, the Hart Foundation.
Whoa. Brett versus Owen in that cage match.
They're not a real tag team. They weren't a real tag team. We're talking about like Brett and Jim Neidhart and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, like the real tag teams. But yeah, you never get a very, like, even Austin and Pillman when the Hollywood Blondes broke up, wasn't really the greatest. It never really is the best. So it's going to be another lackluster match that's forced upon us again. I don't know why we're doing this.
Yeah, man, can they push that to Mania? I don't know. I don't know. But I thought it was a really good Raw. There was other things that happened, but I thought it was a really, really good Raw. I had no complaints in it, and it actually went by, because normally I can't watch the whole thing because it's just too god awful. But it was really, really good.
Well, we got to acknowledge the Judgment Day here because they're really running things.
Hey,
there was a moment where they were jobbing. They were jobbing like hell for most of the year.
Hey, when they had that dead weight Edge with them, they couldn't get over.
What's up with the anti-Edge movement that's going on lately? I don't know what's going on.
Not until they got rid of Mr. Deadweight.
So we're anti-Edge, we're anti-Sting. I mean, who else were anti against? Because
what would they call me? What would they call me? An ageist?
Yes.
I thought that match was good. To me, I give that match a 3 just because it wasn't as good as the one. It wasn't as good as the one from Fastlane, but it was good. It was a good little TV match. I'm just interested to see where they're going. So let's get in the Survivor Series. We got some Survivor Series news. All right, man, we almost done. What we at? Slide 49. We got like 11 more to go, and then we done. So let's get in the Survivor Series. And the big news for Survivor Series. This is being reported by Fightful Select.
Wow.
Big update on WWE Survivor Series. Randy Orton is reportedly on his way back.
You shouldn't do it.
And a tentative date is in the cards. Randy Orton last wrestled on the May 20th, 2022 episode. I gotta play that number. Episode of WWE SmackDown. There, he and Matt Riddle lost the tag team championships to the Usos. Orton then had fusion surgery on his back, and he was set to miss an extended period of time. In August, Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful reported that Orton was not clear, but he was working out and he is intended to return. Orton was then spotted at the WWE Performance Center in September. In an update, Sapp reports that Orton and WWE were targeting Survivor Series for a return. So I'm just wondering if he's gonna do a run-in, or is he gonna be the next to challenge Roman or whoever, like at the end of the match, how that's gonna go. So that's not all for Survivor Series though, because we got the even bigger news from Survivor Series. Oh, Regal, you gotta say it. Regal, tell me what I want to hear. War Games. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So again, Fightful Select has confirmed that as of this week, War Games is being planned for WWE Survivor Series. 2022 saw the first ever main roster War Games match in Boston, with both men and women's matches taking place. So far, we've heard that a men's match is on the table, and haven't heard one way or the other. Heard one way or the other.
They gotta have a women's, because Rhea Ripley should want to do something against Nia Jax. There's enough there.
Then she fights her at Survivor Series. Rhea in storyline, Rhea doesn't have 5 women that like her to be on her team. In storyline, Rhea is beating up every woman on the roster. She doesn't have one woman that would team up with her in storyline. So it's heavily implied that Judgment Day would be part. I mean, shit, you can't have War Games without them. But details around that are far from confirmed. WWE Survivor Series.
I'm calling it. If Judgment Day is in there, Dominic is the one that's going to give up.
WWE Survivor Series takes place November 26th from Allstate Arena in Chicago. And we're going to get to that because that is very important. I got one more other story. Hold on. All right, we see these faces. So here we have the disgraced Vince McMahon. We have the Booker of the Year, Triple H. And this guy to the right, y'all know who that is? That's Ari Emanuel. That's Vince McMahon's boss. Here's the story. Endeavor CEO Ari Emanuel reportedly behind giving Triple H full creative control. So recently it was reported by multiple outlets that there has been a major change at the top of WWE's creative team hierarchy, with Triple H regaining power as the man in charge, with Vince McMahon no longer directly involved. Sports Illustrated's Justin Barrasso is reporting that this sweeping change took place immediately after Endeavor gained majority control of WWE, and it was done at the direction of Ari Emanuel. So, according to the report, which cites multiple contacts within both WWE and UFC, Emanuel is firmly behind the change, as he is a staunch supporter that in order for an organization to be successful as possible, people need to focus on the jobs they are assigned to do. And this case means that Levesque is in charge of creative, and he has empowered him to exert his full influence in the company's creative initiatives, which I have been seeing on Monday Night Raw. McMahon, meanwhile, has been assigned a different role, which is to oversee and participate in negotiations related to a new media rights deal for both WWE Monday Night Raw and WWE NXT brands. While he has a contract in place that to protect him financially, he is no longer the majority owner of WWE and isn't protected politically. So all that finagling that he did to get his people in the seats of power on the board backfired on him. So my question to y'all, do y'all think this was a ruse that Ari Emanuel bought this man's company from under him? Just
of course, 100%. And he fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I'm happy.
So because the rumor is, MD, you there? Oh yeah, he said he ain't feeling good. But the rumor is
yeah, I'm here.
The rumor is the reason he sold to Endeavor was because he could stay in power. Because remember, the Saudis was offering him a cash deal. Endeavor's deal isn't a cash deal. I think somebody else was offering him a big time cash deal, and it was weird that he took the Endeavor deal. And we found out the reason was because he could stay in power as the face of the company, basically. But Ari Emanuel, I think Ari Emanuel holds the hell out of him.
The concern was never about the betterment of the product or the future of the product, WWE. It was just about what it meant for him, 100%.
You're saying with Vince.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So he just always wanted to be the face.
Right, because if the Saudi deal would have been a horrendous problem because they'd probably be out of business or going out of business shortly, because I think that would have been a horrible train wreck. And then, so he just looked at what was best for him in this situation, not what was best for this company.
But the question is, why, we talking about Vince McMahon here. You mean to tell me he didn't cross his T's and dot his I's, like, legally, to make sure that he was solidified within the company?
80, MD.
Huh?
He's going to be 80 soon.
So what we blaming it on? Dementia? Like he still would have known. He still would have known. Okay, what loophole, or his legal team or whoever, like, what loophole am I facing to where it may be a problem in the future, which now it is, that I can possibly be off the, you know what I mean? Like, I would have thought that Vince McMahon of all people would have took that into consideration. You know what I mean?
Well, he's definitely old, because you can see all that old man teeth in that picture right there. My God, just yellow as can be.
With you. I 100%.
Like, yeah, that's weird to me. That like he's even in
never
this
had
position.
any loopholes.
This has got to be the greatest thing to ever occur in all of wrestling, in all of TV. How is this not a documentary already? It should be.
Oh, Mike, hold on. Wait, there's more. So they are doing a documentary on him, and I forget who's doing it, and it was been reported that he has zero say in it. So there'll be no fluff piece. They're gonna do the exact who he is.
Wait a minute. So is that with WWE video?
Hell no, it ain't with WWE. I forget who's doing it. I just saw it today, and I wasn't able to grab it because I had a bunch of stuff going on. But I just saw that today.
They could probably still get their hands on some footage from WWE because it's
Well,
a
no, they're gonna
documentary.
they're gonna get the footage, but he's not. He has zero input. So when they bring up the steroids, and
Yeah.
normally he would be like, "Oh, I never used it." Now they're gonna be like, "No, you did use it." So anything that he would try to be like, "Well, don't say this, say that," they're gonna be like, "No, that's not what happened."
Van Cat.
Yes, sir.
You know that song "Down with the King"?
Oh yeah.
If you could just make me a hit that says "Down with the Stash," we could play it every time we have a Vince McMahon like negative turn, anything that's bad about him. We could just play. It would make me so happy. I can't stand this man so much. I'm so happy, yo, just to see him played by the same evil games that he tries to play. You remember how he was in that little press conference? Yeah, Levesque thought he got my company, but you can't beat the Stash. Now I'm gonna get a do-rag, and now you sitting in the back with your pink do-rag looking stupid.
Mike, but Mike, you know what that means though. Triple H ain't going to AEW,
bro. AEW lost me when they cut Punk. I ain't gonna hold you.
Wait a minute. You don't like that move?
No,
sir,
we got a CM Punk story coming up too.
Check this out. I'm gonna keep it a buck. If I got a show, okay, if I got a show that is incumbent, no, that's the wrong word. No, I'm gonna stick with it. If I got a show that is, I need Trevor on my show, okay, I need him. Trevor is the linchpin of my show, okay. I'm not gonna call the Israelite brothers to do production.
Israelite brothers.
Shalom.
Oh my God.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have everything. The only person that's gonna go in Trevor's dressing room is his daughter. That's it. Nene can't even go in there. I'm like, Nene, he's busy. Sorry. Just give me the iced tea. I'll give it to him. Like, no, Trevor gonna be the happiest. The only person gonna walk in there is a blindfolded Storm with beard grease to just keep it shiny. That's the only person allowed in his dressing room. Why would you not? Yo, you literally based $1 billion deal on this guy, and you put people around him that would do stuff like that. That's on Tony.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's on Tony. Now imagine how much better Collision would be if you got CM Punk doing his CM Punk thing. Now you got Edge doing his Edge thing, getting carried on his back by Christian as usual, just to add to the Edge hate.
Oh Lord!
And then you finally, the more good people you have, you can push John Moxley down further to mid card where he belongs instead of bleeding on everybody. I still like you, John, but you're getting on people's nerves. You got to stop it. And then, bro, it makes the show better. It makes the show better. But instead, you now have to replace CM Punk's star power with Edge. And it's not even the same rated R. It's rated R. He's rated PG-12, not even 13.
I'm telling you.
The Edge hate is just blasphemous.
It's not Edge, Van Cat.
I can't believe I had to speak up for Edge.
It's great value Edge.
Great. Oh my God, Trevor, man, come on now.
It's the cereal back in the day with the king on it. What was
Vitamin King or something.
You're calling him generic?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
bro,
Lord.
Every time he does a spot, he's got to walk up the stairs because he can't slide in the ring anymore. He's afraid to separate the hamstrings like
that. You want to hey, messing around with AEW ramp. You don't want to be Adam Cole around here.
Hey, that is a fact.
So, Trevor, to that. No, I was gonna say real quick to the documentary point. I remember seeing that. So, the same people that did. I don't know if you've seen the Johnny Manziel documentary.
No, I saw a preview of it and I want to watch it.
Why?
Yeah. It's a fire documentary.
Yeah, I love documentaries. I just love documentaries.
Hey, you need to watch the one on a certain person who never watched it, Van Cat.
Sir, I got a lot of things on my docket, but I am getting to it.
Yeah, it was like a month
ago. Some of the team that worked on that
it's been a week and a half, thank you.
They was working on that Vince McMahon documentary, and it was a Netflix, it was a series actually. Yeah. And it was gonna be on Netflix, but Netflix pulled it. But now Endeavor got their hand in it, so it's back up and running. And it's saying like, yeah, it's like Vince ain't really got
so it was So it was Netflix. Okay, because I knew
Yeah.
I just saw it this morning, but I couldn't. Man, it's been so damn busy at work. I couldn't even do it. But so this remind me, Vince McMahon is literally the what they call him, the emeritus. So when I used to go to church, my pastor, we used to rent a church from somebody. I remember saying this, that we used to hold service and then they do service afterwards. So my pastor was paying them rent and everything. So he was like, listen, we have more members than y'all. Our service is better than y'all. Why don't we combine both congregations and then we'll have you as a position of pastor emeritus? So basically saying you the figurehead, but you really don't have no power, and we'll pay you a salary. So I feel like that's what they did to Vince. Because but now when you think of WWE, like, do y'all really still tie it to Vince though? Like, really, when you think of WWE, you still think about Vince McMahon?
Nope, not at all. I always think Triple H. Triple H, man. That's all I think about is Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Triple
That's
H
what
was
I think.
out like a month ago.
No, but I'm saying, like, I'm talking about this last year and a half.
I'm talking about a month ago. They was pushing him out the back door. They had it was in the news that Vince was trying to push him out the back door. That's why Endeavor coming in to block it is so hilarious.
Yeah, I get that. But in general, when I think of WWE, I don't really think of Vince McMahon like that anymore. I've just been thinking about Triple H making moves. And I like a lot of the things he's done.
And just like normal, you're looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, I get that because he's been the visual figure on WWE for so long. But as wrestling fans, we all know who been like running the show. You know what I mean?
But you remember, MD, he didn't come in front of the camera as the owner until what was it, like the Brett screwed Brett thing. And remember the whole time unless you read dirt sheets, you always thought of him as the announcer.
The announcer, exactly.
Yeah, they would never make reference to him as the owner. The only way you knew that is if you were watching like the dirt sheets and stuff like that. Until you
grew up with Jack Tunney.
Yeah,
I thought
Jack Tunney was the owner. Man, Jack Tunney was the bumbling idiot.
The Mr. Magoo of wrestling.
All right, so let me get into this other story because Mike brought him up. Oh man, we almost done. What the hell? All right. Oh boy, speaking of the devil. So I'm gonna look at this story in two ways. This comes from Dave Meltzer. And the title of this is WWE decides against hiring CM Punk. So you got to be careful of this wording though. Dave Meltzer does this. So listen to what he says. Dave Meltzer addressed the latest updates on Punk in WWE and the Wrestling Observer Radio. WWE has decided against bringing back CM Punk. Punk's intention to return to the company was reported in the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer, with sources from his camp stating the two sides were in talks. Dave Meltzer provided an update on the situation during a special Tuesday night. This is Dave speaking, they turned him down. Meltzer said, the decision was a no. He wanted to go there and the decision was a no. I mean, it can always see, this is Dave. If y'all listen to Dave Meltzer, y'all know this is his speak. He'll say, oh no, it was a no. Then he'll come back and say this. It can always change. And it was brought up to me that there is no such thing as no forever when it comes to WWE, but for now it's a no. It's Vince's decision. Vince, Nick Khan, Paul Levesque, and obviously they decided that the negatives outweighed the positives. This is all Dave speaking. It could always change, and there it is, covering his ass. It could always change, and it was made very clear to me that if WWE's business, listen to Mr. Captain Obvious here. It could always change, and it was made very clear to me that if WWE's business went down, they know it's a card that they could play, but it's worth it. Meltzer continued. Nick Khan was asked about WWE's potential interest in Punk last month. Khan noted that they only have respect for Phil and wish him nothing but the best. Punk was also backstage at an Impact show from Chicago on April 29th. Following Punk's release from AEW, sources from Impact reportedly told PW Insider that they are super excited about the possibility of working with him. NWA World Heavyweight Champion EC3, that's a thing, was also stated publicly. Was also stated publicly that Punk in the NWA would be a game changer for the company. So this is Dave Meltzer, and I don't know how much y'all listen to Dave Meltzer. I had to stop listening to him because the double speak is crazy. He hedged a lot of bets there. So he'll say something emphatically, and then he'll come back and be like, oh, yeah, but things always change. That's what we call him in the business, Mr. Plans Change. I'm saying this. I think is 60% chance CM Punk shows up at the end of Survivor Series. 60%.
That's high. I don't think it's gonna happen. That's high though. But yeah, take that with a grain of salt as far as what Dan Meltzer talking about. Yeah, I mean,
Meltzer sound like he worked for Fox News.
Yeah, you don't think Endeavor would love to like mush that? Now I say it won't happen because I think they want time for the heat to dissipate, so to speak, before they can bring him in. That way, it's not a black eye from a fan base perspective. Because you got
indeed, not to cut you off real quick, but a black eye on who? What's the best way to destroy your competition?
Yeah,
Just bring him in to completely destroy them. A black eye on who? So what?
I'm talking about from a fan perspective, though, Trevor. I'm talking about how the fan outlook. A lot of fans ain't rocking with Punk right now. They just ain't.
A lot of AEW fans. A lot of AEW fans, and they're not showing up to the building. So who the hell cares what they think?
Y'all keep saying words, man.
I'm confused because a week and a half ago, this damn near was like a done deal. From all the reports that I was seeing, at least.
This is Dave Meltzer. I don't know how familiar you are with Dave Meltzer.
No, I know Dave Meltzer. I know that, but this don't seem consistent with what's been saying all this time. This don't sound right to me. I expect to see CM Punk dead ass in Survivor Series.
I don't even.
There ain't no 60%. This is 99.9%.
I just don't know. You'll get CM Punk chance, but I don't think he's gonna be there. I just don't.
First of all, if WWE is not in the business to make money, they wouldn't do it. You would be a fool not to do this. Isn't Survivor Series in Chicago too?
In the
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, this writes itself. So who cares about the feelings of AEW fans? That's irrelevant. First of all, they cursed me out in the chat. I ain't forgot about that one. I'll never forget about that group chat. So frig them. I'm just saying they could run with this, even if he lasts like 6 months. That's still money you can get for 6 solid months. And then when it dies off, the nostalgia and all the excitement, then you just mid-card his ass.
Vancat, I got a number for you.
Good.
1.48 million. That was Raw's rating. You don't think if you put CM Punk on Monday Night Raw to feud with Seth Rollins or Gunther,
it's going to jump up to the 4s at least.
Come on, man, bro.
But wait a minute. That's different, though, Trevor. That's different. I was going to say real quick, that's different, though, Trevor. You got to understand. Let's say he debut on Raw. The numbers is going to be huge. If he debut on Survivor Series, we going off speculation. Are you saying the buy-in numbers are going to be greater just based off the speculation of CM Punk being there?
There's no buy-in numbers anymore. Remember, it's Peacock.
Oh, because of Peacock.
Oh,
right.
It's stream. Damn, I ain't thinking about that.
Hey, y'all thinking small. I would just put them on NXT and destroy their Tuesday night show.
See, I was thinking that too, but I figured.
No, man, you got to go to Raw with this.
Hey,
you got to go to Raw with this.
They got everybody and their mama on all 3 shows anyway. I have CM Punk on NXT and destroy Dynamite. Easy peasy every week, and every day he'd go off, I'd have him stand up in front on the little top of the stage and be like, AEW what? And he'd walk out, and nobody would watch the show anymore. It'd be more people watching us right now than AEW Dynamite. You heard what I said.
So then AEW will have to respond with a signing to take some.
There's nobody to sign.
Well, I saw footage of Ryback training. I'm not saying that he's the same level. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. My God, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
might as well sign Willie Mack.
He's training. He's training.
Savior right there. Then
They might as well get Willie Mack, buy him out his contract.
My God. I thought he was gonna say like Mercedes or something.
Nah. I'm just saying, right back is. Come on now, he's. It's not like he's old or anything.
It's not like he's good either.
Well, I'm just saying.
Like he's good. He's not good at all. He hurt more people than anything.
They might as well sign you in.
Real quick, speaking of Mercedes, I seen a signing that she did. I guess this weekend. I guess they had.
And she was arguing with the fans.
Yeah, cussing out the goddamn fan. I'm like, what's going on?
Because
because
the fans were saying that the reason she left WWE was because of creative.
No, it was that guy that said that, not the fans. That guy.
Well, but that's who she was cussing out because she was saying that you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Basically, that's not why she left.
Right, so, and then he asked, well, do you want to say it now? And then she's like, why should I tell it to you?
Exactly. I'm with all that. I'm with all that smoke.
Yeah, she man, that girl's living her best damn life. She could be modeling. She's in the Mandalorian. I mean, like, I don't see a scenario where she won't be back.
Is she hurt? She might still
be hurt. She might still be hurt.
Yeah, that's got to be.
They say she still got the ankle or whatever.
She made out of glass, but you know,
that's some good looking.
Let me ask
I tell you that right, Mike. Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah,
who worked better, her or Becky?
You know he hate Becky.
Mercedes is way better. Let me say, Mercedes is way better.
I bet you put some platinum hair on the Trevor Liger.
I mean, to me, they not that far off from each other. To me,
they're very. Both of them are very sloppy, but Becky is sloppier.
Yo, he hate Becky with a passion.
And none of Becky.
You see her counting her steps. She's counting
all the time. She wrestles like Dom. Dom is.
He's admitting it. He's admitting it, y'all.
But Dom is a heat magnet. I would say he's a heat magnet. I ain't say he was.
Nah, he's a certain kind of magnet, but it's not made out of heat.
No, Becky, Becky, you always hear like when you watch her, she's like the dancer that's on the dance floor, like and one and two, and one and two and three, like that's legit. And and hey,
it's hard to see that.
She's made millions doing it, but
we're not supposed to count.
She's a female. She's a female Stone Cold. That's what they're saying. That she's a female Stone Cold. That's what I heard people call her.
She's not fluid at all in the ring. She's not. She got hot because she got her nose broken, and that was a fantastic picture. That picture probably made her more money than she'd ever made in her life. And the fans rode with her from that. They didn't have enough faith in her and Ronda to main event WrestleMania because that should have been the main event. That they had to throw Charlotte in there, and
that's a good move.
And she's just not. I mean, she's good. Her and Bianca have fantastic matches, but that's more on Bianca because Bianca's the best. And it's just, I mean, it is what it is.
That sounded kind of biased, Trevor.
You know what I like about Trevor? Trevor don't even try to hide his biases.
Yeah. He
don't even try. You be like, some people are like, well, I kind of think Trevor's like, nope, they trash, and that's what I said. I love it. If we could get angry Trevor and biased Trevor to do a show together, they wouldn't even need us. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, I found out something this week. I found out that Jade is Jamaican. I found that out this week.
You didn't know that? That's why I like her.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, now you want to get rid of her and not give her no
now
give her no money.
Now you want to get her out of the country.
He want to tax the contract for reparations.
I shouldn't have said no. My bad.
He don't want her in the country anymore.
Get her out of here. That wig wasn't even bought in America.
A white guy though.
What you say? Say what?
I think she's married to a white guy.
No, she's
married to a black dude.
Brandon Phillips. He used to play baseball.
Yeah, she married to an athlete.
Oh, okay. I could have
sworn smudge my Yardie name.
I could have swore I saw her with a
She'll get half reparations.
Yeah, she was getting the check.
She'll get half reparations,
or at least her kids will, huh?
Yeah, she's very. I like now that she's on. Now that she's on my show, I like now could focus on her, I mean, man, if she had like 2% body fat in the midsection, she'd be like the best. But
that's a fact. Your boy don't do abs. Ugh.
Yeah, like all right, let's.
I don't know why are you hating. I mean, she's built like steel.
I mean, like, Venkat, come on, man. You want to lay down with a woman that's in better shape?
I ain't looking at it like that. I'm just saying she doesn't need to perform in the ring.
But you look at LA Knight and say that his trunks ain't no good.
Yeah, that's a problem. Those trunks bother me more than those abs. Thank you.
Nah, yo, them abs is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's too much, man.
Sir,
It's like
I've seen really bad ones. Those
I'm not
overboard.
kissing on a belly and have to go in hills and valleys, sir.
Yeah, Ricardo, her body is chiseled from stone. There's no lying there, but I'm just saying all she need, like, okay, you look at Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair is put together like nobody's business. But if you look at her stomach, the abs aren't as defined. They're there, but they aren't as defined. And to me, it just looked more feminine. That's all.
Covered with a nice little layer of deliciousness.
Yeah, it just looked more feminine. But I mean, both beautiful women. But all right, so
but you gotta understand though, Bianca.
Hey, Trevor, put a picture of the abs up on the screen.
No thanks. No thanks.
I just want to see it real quick.
It's a different aesthetic because she got a track background, so she's gonna be stacked from the waist down.
She just look athletic to me. She doesn't look gross.
You put them abs on the screen and then you put them side by side with some dude playing basketball and cut the tops off. You wouldn't even tell the difference. If y'all want to kiss on Tyrone Belly, go kiss on Tyrone Belly. I want to kiss on Amanda. Yeah. That's just how I feel.
And she got the offset defect too, so it make it look worse. You know the offset defect where they got the offset abs, it make it look worse.
They got looking like Kofi chest.
I think you guys are too in there with it, man. I don't think it's that. It's not that bad.
I know, Mr. Why is he wearing briefs instead of tights? They talking about who's too into something.
I put it like this, man. All for core strength because I see it from the back, but she'll support for me.
Hey,
the miscarriage of justice, man.
Doggy. And on that note, I'm gonna get off. Y'all have a good one. Y'all having a great show.
Well, hold on. Let me. I don't
want to see the abs, sir. Ew.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Don't leave yet.
All right.
Hold on.
Don't show me no abs. I ain't trying to see no abs. I'm good.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Give me a minute.
I've never seen abs and thought I would love those in my hands. I would love to grab my lady's waist and feel Morse code on her belly. So I want to read Braille. Ugh.
This is them side by
side.
What's
wrong with that?
I just told y'all I ain't want to see that.
That's not a big deal. There are women out there where it really looks bad.
Venkat, look at Bianca. Look at that. That's like that's.
It looks like she's been hanging around Burger King a little bit, but other than that,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with a little cushion.
Hey, I tell Bianca to get the number 3 on me.
There's nothing wrong with her there. She's nowhere near those other women. There's some really weird looking women.
Venkat, that looks like the Iron Sheik.
No,
you know how the Iron Sheik got those.
I know what you mean.
Got like a big stomach, but then he has those bulging abs.
I know what you mean.
Her abs look like she rushed the passer.
Yeah. Man,
I don't see the problem.
If you cut the breast off and you put that up against any defensive lineman, any defensive end, she look just like what's that dude that played for the Browns?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh my God, I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name right now.
She look just like Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Look up her stomach look just like my. I don't want to think of Myles Garrett when I'm kissing on some belly.
Yeah. I don't want to do that either.
I do not. Icky poo.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm good.
Oh my God.
Let me hold on because we got two more to go and then we done. Look at
If
that.
I want to crack it something, I'll turn it the other way. All right, my bad. Y'all go ahead.
Let's see if we can finish before 8 o'clock. So here we go. This day in wrestling history. So I comb the internet to find out what happened on this day, October 18th in wrestling history. So I picked out two events. So let's go to the first one. This day in wrestling history, October 18th, 1999 is where we're going to go. We're going to go to an episode of Monday Night Nitro. And the Filthy Animals, Conan and Rey Mysterio Jr. defeated Harlem Heat to win the WCW World Tag Team titles. So that happened this day. Wow, what's that? That's over 20 years ago. That's a long time ago, like 24 years ago. So I got one more on this day.
Seemed like just yesterday.
Yeah, it seemed like just yesterday. Yeah, right. 1999, you could buy gas for $1.25.
No, you could buy it for 89 cents at Hess. I remember that.
Bro, I remember that for real. I used to be like, am I gonna get a cheeseburger or a gallon of gas?
So the last one I got, October 18th, 2009, takes us to Bound for Glory in Irvine, California. MD, you probably remember this.
That's a great event name, Bound for Glory. I always like that one.
On that day, Team 3D, Bully Ray and Devon beat Brutus Magnus and Doug Williams, Bobby Roode and James Storm, and Booker T and Scott Steiner to win the IWGP Tag Team titles. Why the hell was the IWGP titles defended on an Impact show?
Why was Booker T in Japan?
And why
Doug Williams was huge in New Japan. I remember.
Who was Doug Williams?
He used to do the role. He used to do the rolling jump. Doug Williams was fire.
The quarterback from Tampa Bay in Washington?
No,
that's who I thought. I'm like, I thought Doug Williams got a title.
He used to do the rolling German. I remember Doug Williams.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. I don't know who the hell that is.
He's British.
Oh,
that's why. Yeah, him and Magnus, they was together. They was a tag team.
So now wait a minute.
Mascot for Willie Mack.
It says Brutus Magnus. That's not Nick Aldis, is it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Aldis was
Magnus and Doug Williams was a tag team. Both of them were British. So they was a tag team. This was like when Aldis like first came in.
Okay.
TNA.
So he dropped. Okay, so he dropped the Brutus then.
Yeah.
Because I just remember him going as Magnus.
Yeah. That's Magnus and Doug Williams. They was a tag team in TNA.
Yo, how do y'all remember all this stuff?
And
I was big in TNA at the time.
I know that's why I put it, because I knew MD would know something about it because it's TNA.
I was big in TNA too, but it had nothing to do with wrestling.
Hey, guess what, fellas? That's it.
Hey, before 8 o'clock.
Hey, Trevor, we should do that every week. Like, pick the match of the week and pick the wrestler of the week.
But y'all got to actually watch them, though.
No,
y'all got to actually watch them. But y'all know the greatest wrestler of all time of the week for me is Gunther. I mean,
and the jobber of the week.
the jobber at this point, I just need a Gunther sound. Because he's my Hey, somebody gonna have to do something very spectacular in these last 2 months to take Wrestler of the Year away from him, because he's outright Wrestler of the Year for me. And it's not even close.
Over MJF.
It's not even close.
I mean, I get what you're saying. His body of work is great. He has great match. Well, his body ain't the greatest, but his work is is great. But yeah, I mean, I can see what you're saying.
It's better than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's steadily improving, but you know.
Yeah. You still look like Willie Mack, the white version.
Yeah, back in before Vince McMahon body shamed him and said, "You ain't coming to my main roster."
They gotta have Willie Mack on every week, man. They can't not have this guy on TV, man.
They at least gotta say his name.
I would love for him to get the Junkyard Dogs old music. Grab them cakes. or something. Or just come down to the ring with that grab them cakes. Oh, that would be awesome because he
do we still got the pick in his head? He used to have a pick in his head.
No. But hey, Venkat, you got to see the guy, man. He got this tight nappy fro. He got an unkept beard. He lit. You know what he remind me of? Bad News Brown, just a terrible body version of him. Just like that guy that could just beat the hell out of everybody, just like with the ghetto blaster. Oh, Bad News Brown was awesome, man. That guy.
And he legitimately punked out Andre
the Giant.
Damn right.
Yeah, that guy was awesome. He should have beat Hulk Hogan for the belt. He could have ran with that belt for a couple of months.
Exactly.
All the guys, we could make a list of all the guys that should have beat Hulk Hogan.
Exactly. And it would have made it better for Hogan.
They need to do promos where every week where he comes on talking about an alternator.
Yeah.
It's alternator carbonated. You gotta do something like that.
As soon as we get off here, I'm going right to Willie Mack.
Me too. Hey, I'm going right.
I ain't catch y'all in the beginning. Did y'all talk about so apparently NWA getting a TV deal?
I just saw it before we came on, so I didn't get
Wait a minute, hold on now. Because NWA is being put in those small little studios.
Yeah,
are they going to upgrade their look?
We'll put it on next week's docket. What did Tony Schiavone say? Fans, we gotta go. We're running out of time. We're running out of time. We'll catch you next week. We gotta get out of here. Tune in to Monday Night Nitro.
Yep.
Don't forget your alternator.
Yep.
All right, fellas. We almost at 8:00 on my real time, so I am about to shut down. So, boy, this is fantastic, man. A Wrestling with Reality this short. Wow.
Yep. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Great show. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, y'all make sure and shout out Venkat for his birthday, which is Friday. His Cash App is running down at the bottom. So, all right, fellas, peace. I'm gonna close this bad boy down.
All right, be safe. Y'all have a good one. And don't forget to check out tonight and grab them cakes.
Grab them cakes. Well, Straight Talk Society, there you have it. Another fantastic episode of Wrestling with Reality. And my voice is leaving me, but I will be back tomorrow night because we have the presentation by Eddie Israel, the only Israel that I'll allow over here. But Eddie Israel will be doing his presentation tomorrow. It has been pushed back a couple of times, but we will be going live tomorrow at 5:30. Are African Americans really African? That's the name of the presentation. So be sure to tune into that. Any other messages, we'll bring it forth on. Oh, this Friday, we do have the UFC 294 preview show. And then they're going to do the review show right after the event because the event is taking place in Abu Dhabi. So it'll be over in the afternoon and they're going to come up and do the review show right after. So you'll get their take on the event right after. What would be good is if they come on live while the last fight is going on. I'm going to talk to them and see if they're willing to do that. So yeah, that's it, man. We got a lot of great things. Tune in on the channel. Make sure and like, share, and subscribe. Check out Tape Fist Politics from yesterday. Fantastic show. Hey, all my haters, I'm going to pull your skirt up. Don't worry about it. I'm not even going to tell you when I'm going to do it. I'm just going to pull your skirt up. I'll have it ready for tomorrow's show. The picture that they made of me, they took my picture and put a bunch of foolishness on the face. The fact that grown men want to grab my picture so much is just weird to me. They need to get a woman, but I guess they rather talk about dudes on the internet. So with all that being said, I'll leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Until tomorrow night. Peace.
Now the whole world can acknowledge me.
You'll get the shit. You'll be knee deep in the shit.
I'm gonna take you home.
What?
You're gonna be mine. You're about to be mine.